This is the trailer to the new Bob Dylan biopic, A Complete Unknown, directed by James Mangold, who is a phenomenal director. I actually just talked about a couple of his movies, The Wolverine and Logan, on the previous episode of the podcast. We're doing an X-Men special. And he also directed another musical biopic, Walk the Line with Joaquin Phoenix, that I mentioned earlier in the episode. A phenomenal, phenomenal film. If you haven't seen that and you like music and biopics and music history and stories about storytellers, you've got to see that film. So I'm really curious to see how this is going to go. Offhand, I think that Timothee Chalamet is probably going to make a really good Bob Dylan, because I think he is one of the best young actors working today. I love his work. I've talked about his work on Dune and Wonka. Actually, surprisingly, I enjoyed Wonka. And I think he's going to bring it. And he's also supposed to be singing and playing his own song, or Dylan songs in the movie, as opposed to somebody overdubbing or miming to Dylan's actual tracks. So I'm excited to check this out. I'm a huge Dylan fan. We're at a different part in the studio here, but ordinarily there's my setup is there's the Dylan bootleg box set you can see behind me if I got the camera right on the set. But anyway, without further ado, here we go. This is A Complete Unknown, Timothee Chalamet as Bob Dylan, directed by James Mangold. Let's do it. Searchlight Pictures.
I want to tell you a little story. A few months back, my friend Woody Guthrie and we met a young man. He dropped in on us out of nowhere, and he played us a song.
This would be Pete Seeger.
In that moment, we got a feeling we were getting a glimpse of the future.
Looks just like him so far.
Oh, where have you been, my blue-eyed son?
Is this Timothy?
Oh, where have you been, my darling young one? I stumbled on the side of 12 misty mountains.
Wow.
I walked and I crawled on 6 crooked highways. I stepped in
That's pretty close on the look and voice, man.
Forests. I've been out in front of a dozen dead oceans.
All right, I got to stop right there so I can get this on YouTube. If you're watching the Spotify version, it probably would have been all right. But okay, look, so far, wow. So I see this is a Searchlight picture. Used to be Fox Searchlight, and then whenever Disney bought 20th Century Fox, that the entire Fox deal, they changed the name of the studio just to Searchlight Pictures. But they've been responsible for a lot of what's called prestige pictures, which are films that are a little bit more artistic, more designed for the award seasons. This looks like that this is angling for as many Oscars in the performance and directing categories if they could get. James Mangold, again, great director. The shots on this look great. They're capturing some of the iconic Dylan looks and photos. Timothee Chalamet, whenever he started singing, I thought for a minute, wait a minute, I thought he was supposed to be singing it himself. This appears to be the Dylan track. As he went along a little bit, I could hear a little bit more like, oh no, it's not, but good grief, he is doing such a phenomenal job. He looks a lot like Dylan. I think they may have a little bit of makeup prosthetics there on him, but you can still see the Timothee Chalamet coming through. And there's also a little bit of a David Krumholtz vibe, but David Krumholtz also kind of looks like Bob Dylan. But so far, I am impressed with Chalamet's acting. He's really embodying the character. He's nailing the vocals, and I believe that's supposed to be him playing the guitar also. Or at least I'd read he had taken guitar lessons to do this role. He looks like they're getting the vibe of the period perfect, which I expected no less after what Mangold did with Walk the Line. I'm sold. I'm sold. Take my money. And this is supposed to come out in December. No specific release date yet that I saw, which I thought was a little weird for a first trailer to come out in July, 5 months before the release. No specific date. Not sure what that's about. But December, when movies like this are released in December, it's because the studio expects them to be big Oscar category nominees. So I've no doubt that's why they released this in December, because they expect a lot of Oscar buzz on this. And from what I've seen, it's probably going to deserve it. So let's get back to it here and finish this thing out.
I've been 10,000
Elle Fanning, okay.
miles in the mouth of a graveyard, and it's a hard, oh, it's a hard, it's a hard rain gonna fall.
Yeah.
That's how I got so far.
Good start.
Man, oh yeah. Oh man. Wow. Yeah, that was phenomenal. I'm in. I will, if I can't make it opening day, I'll at least try to make it opening weekend for this one. As a singer-songwriter myself, as a Dylan fan, as a fan of James Mangold, of Timothee Chalamet, of musical artist biopics, this has got basically everything I like all in one movie. Or a lot of the things I like all in one movie. I'm stoked for this. What do y'all think? Let us know in the comments section. Or you can send us an email to randominerecords@yahoo.com. Still haven't got that .com domain email address yet, but hope to soon. But yeah, let us know. What do you think about this? Does it look good to you? Are you a Dylan fan? Do you think that Timothee Chalamet is doing a great job on this? Are you going to go see this in theaters? Or are you going to wait to stream it? Or does this just not interest you at all? Let us know in the comments. Hope you enjoyed that clip. If you did, consider supporting us on Patreon for the full episode. Subscribe to YouTube if you hadn't already. And we'll see you soon.
Can't have no words like that.